What's up, everybody? Turns out there's something weird, something wrong with my stomach. Today we're gonna find out what that is. If you're familiar with this channel, you know that I eat a lot of foods and sometimes some really weird foods. So naturally, a lot of questions come up. You know, how good is my digestive system? Do I got any problems down there? Is my stomach gonna quit on me? So, I've never really had it checked. I am curious about health in general. I monitor my weight, I check my blood sugar, check cholesterol. I do the good blood test every now and again, but honestly, the stomach, the digestive system has just never been tested. And I'm 34 years old, so it's probably a good time to get it tested. So coincidentally, I was contacted by a company called BIOHM, which specializes in a gut test. They actually sent it to you in the mail. Comes in this nice little box, and there was a little instructional kit. And basically, I had to take a sample of what comes out downstairs, put it in a little tube, and put it in the mail in a triple envelope. So basically, everything stays good and clean. The mail does not get contaminated. It's a totally safe and legal process. And many weeks later, the company did get back to me with some results. And honestly, it was very complicated trying to read through and understand everything. According to some of the diagrams, it appeared that my digestive system did not have the usual levels of fungus and bacteria that are present in most levels of the American population, which was actually pretty damn alarming. Kind of scary. I thought that meant, I need to quit this and stop it and, not do another food challenge again. But I did have the opportunity to sit down with the head of BIOHM, and he was able to go through some of the results with me, and it was a bit surprising by the time it was all said and done. So I'm collecting some snippets here so you can watch and listen.
This is the type of thing that when we see millions of data points, and I would never guess you were essentially a competitive eater based on what I'm seeing in your microbiome.
But I did manage to focus on a few key points that the good doctor was able to tell me in our interview. First off, he was able to tell from my gut test that I'm probably from California, which is right on the money. He was also able to determine that my typical diet does not include a whole lot of fat or meat. And again, 100% spot on. I don't actually eat too much fat in my typical diet, and there's really not much red meat at all. Most of my protein sources come from chicken, whey protein, tuna, other sorts of seafood. The test also determined that my stomach contains all of the healthy bacteria and fungus that most people have. The only difference being that the proportion between the different types for me is a bit different than you'd find with most people. And it just turns out that's because my digestive system is in extremely good working order, which was not what I expected to hear at all during the interview. I expected to hear, you need to reverse course, you're going to kill yourself, this is dangerous, this is stupid. But that's not the message I got from the interview. What I did get from the interview, though, is that my stomach is missing certain types of fungus that are present in fermented foods.
And the other is on the fungi, your Saccharomyces levels are a little low.
Okay.
Considered the king of good fungi. So, maybe eating some fermented foods like a kimchi challenge or something will get you right back in the mix. But overall, it looks very good.
And one difference I have made recently is I've started to eat more yogurt. Yogurt is pretty much in my diet every week now. And it was a fascinating experience, honestly. And, I've always been curious and a little scared to find out what's going on in my stomach because of all the things I eat. So if anyone at home is curious about trying the BIOHM Gut Test, I have it linked down in the description section below. You can head over to the website, check it out, see if it's something you want to try. The funny thing is the sample I gave actually came one day after doing a 100 Oreo challenge. So basically my guts had the absolute worst, most junk food type things that you could possibly get into my stomach.
Your microbiome is impacted by a number of factors. It is partly, in a big part, what you eat, but it's also your stress, your genetics. You apparently have incredible genetics.
The test results just came back showing that my stomach is in excellent condition. The doctor said that apparently you're a freak eater and you also have a freak digestive system.
You're a freak eater and you've got a freak microbiome in a good way.
At one point, he basically said that it would not be possible to find a better working digestive system than the one that we got back in the results. And he said, frankly, I wouldn't have guessed that you were a competitive eater or that you ate junk food the way you do. Which, again, shocking, not something I expected. And I guess that just means full steam ahead. No reason to quit freak eating anytime soon. So that's what's wrong with my stomach. My stomach is just really good at digesting things. So if you enjoyed this video, click that thumbs up button, and I'll see you all next time. Stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat like a freak.